Okay, we are back, everybody. I greet you in the greeting words of peace in the Hebrew language. Shalom Aleichem. Those words simply means peace be upon you. The hidden birthright nations of Israel. This is the introduction. The Bible is rich in prophecies about the future of Israel, a nation God chose to serve him. Its history began with the patriarch Abraham, to whom God promised a magnificent blessing because of his willing obedience. The blessing was passed on through Abraham's son Isaac to Isaac's son Jacob, whose name God chose to Israel. Jacob had 12 sons, and their descendants multiplied to become a nation comprising 12 tribes. God called this nation to be an example and was very much involved in its history. After he miraculously saved these people from slavery in Egypt, he gave them a mission. And you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. He says this in Exodus, the 13th chapter. No, Exodus the 19th chapter, verse 6. He says, "You will become to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation." These are the words that you are to say to the Israelites. Okay? The Israelites were instructed in what God required of them, and they were to live in obedience to God because of the blessings that would ensure if they remained obedient. All other nations would also seek to honor God. Surely I have taught you statutes and judgments, just as the Lord my God commanded me, that you should act according to them in the land which you go to possess. Therefore, be careful to observe them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the peoples, who will hear all these statutes and say, "Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people." Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5 through 6. See, I have taught you regulations and judicial decisions, just as Jehovah my God has commanded me. so that you may observe them in the land you will take possession of. You must carefully follow them because this will show wisdom and understanding on your part before the peoples who will hear about all these regulations. And they will say, this great nation is undeniable. No, this great nation is undoubtedly a wise and understanding people. When you hear me mess up a little bit, I want you to say, take your time, Isaiah. God's a stunning intervention not only delivered Israel from Egypt, but also brought the Israelites to a promised homeland. Yet, Israel continually receded God and the prophets he sent as the centuries passed. Under David and Solomon, Israel became the greatest nation on earth, only to deteriorate as it continually rebelled after Solomon's death. At Solomon's death, a civil war split Israel into two nations. 10 of the tribes rejected the dynastic king and chose another king, retaining the name of Israel. The remaining two tribes formed the southern nation of Judah and became known as the Jews. Eventually, each of these nations, Israel and Judah, went into captivity because of continual disobedience to God. The identity of the peoples of Israel has been obscured through time. The nation of Judah went through many trials, but we know who its people are in a modern time. And a portion have returned to establish the state we call Israel today. The Jews, however, are only a small fraction of all the Israelites. Where are the other descendants of Israel? God has a lot to say about them at the time of the end of this age. His promises to the patriarchs were as stunning, yet they were not all fulfilled by the Jewish people. For that reason, many people today assume that these promises have filled or been given to others. Let us examine some promises that were to be fulfilled specifically for Israel, so we can understand where to find its peoples today. That is the introduction of the hidden birthright nations of Israel. Jehovah God wants us to learn about his chosen people, Israel. He wants us to understand the history of his people. I have said many times, especially early this year, I said, Netanyahu, we cannot stand with you. Well, I say now, Netanyahu, I understand why the things the nation of Israel going through, or the Israeli state going through. I understand now. So, President Netanyahu, Prime Minister Netanyahu, Mr. Netanyahu, I ask you today, I tell you today that we can bring peace. Everything can stop. With only one word, one action you make. President Trump has been calling for peace. Peace in Israel. Peace in the Gaza Strip. Mr. Netanyahu, I can't wrap my head around why so much kids was murdered. So much women's murdered. Thousands upon thousands perished. I didn't understand, and I still don't understand. That's why they call it a genocide. I love you, my brothers and sisters in Israel. I love you, my brothers and sisters in the Gaza Strip, West Banks, Palestine, Jerusalem. I love you, but enough is enough. Things need to be settled down. Think about all the pain that these people are going through. Yes, Isaiah Mackay Morris, Isaiah M. Morris, the sovereign Sahu-El of the spiritual state of universal divine order, is an American Jew. I am an American Jew. Yes, I have spoken out against Israel, but I want to clear it up that I'm no longer mad at you, because I have put it in the hand of Father God Jehovah. It's time to move past this hideous situation. It's time to move on. I have something for all of you because I teach all of you and I love all of you and I want all of you to be comfortable within this spiritual state. I'm never giving up on any of you. You will never have to worry about me giving up on any of you, of me giving up on any of you. I don't understand. A lot of people retire from this way of life of teaching you truth. But I have, as you can see, I have one for the Jewish, Hebrew, Israelite brothers and sisters. A show now. The nation of Israel restored. Show. It's time to stop going against each other. It's time for you to be in unity with each other. I am not happy what I see in the world today. Okay? You shouldn't be happy. You shouldn't be comfortable when you go outside of your door. You should always be watching your surroundings. It's time for you within the spiritual state to know your true will and destiny within the spiritual state of universal divine order. Everybody has to know. And I am the master teacher. And by me being the master teacher of the spiritual state of universal divine order, I must be able to teach you what this state means. Teach you the principles and the morals of this organization. It's about Jehovah's grace and mercy. I had to tell someone the other day that this is an interfaith movement. Matter of fact, it's more than a movement, it's a legacy. It's more than knowledge, it's life. I have all you together because it started with one man, Abraham. You see Moses with the 10 Commandments. You see Jesus, he have his hands out, he is always welcoming. You see Muhammad, he want to teach you the peace. He want to teach you the love. Do you see that tree? That naked tree behind them? But do you see how it stands firm? Well, I will have the first point up. I do believe we can do all 4 shows today on the topic of the hidden birthright nations of Israel. I thank you for all tuning in. God bless you. Jehovah God bless you. Jehovah God keep you. Jehovah God be with you. On the next episode, the second episode of this great show, The Nation of Israel Restored. Shalom.